Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going over the truck that's behind us here. We just got this one done, and we wanted to show everybody kind of your spec all around the truck. Talk a little bit about what you're going to be doing to this truck when you get it back.
Okay.
And should probably take it down the road and give it a test drive.
Oh yeah, that's the fun part.
And we got to make sure you like it, you know.
Yeah, we're gonna see how fast this thing goes.
All right. Well, guys, we're flipping the camera around and we're gonna walk around this truck and show you the whole deal. All right, guys, here it is, 2021. Peterbilt 389 72-inch flat top.
Flat top. Yeah, so this thing's powered with a 565 horsepower Cummins, got an 18-speed transmission, went with a 280 wheelbase, and all kinds of heat. There's heat on this thing everywhere because it's going up north.
It's got like the North Pole package, we're gonna call it. So it's a heated, you got a heated oil pan, fuel filter, tanks. It's got heated seats. It's got heated batteries. We'll open the battery box and show you guys that too in a minute. It's a like you said, 280 wheelbase. We had the frames zinc coated.
Yep.
Help it last longer up there because you guys got some pretty harsh winters.
Oh, we got awful winters up there, and that's why when we get this thing home, we don't worry about polishing tanks because it doesn't hold up there. We're gonna wrap them in stainless. We're gonna wrap our boxes in stainless, our air tanks underneath the cabs. So basically anything that's aluminum minus the wheels is going to get wrapped in stainless, so this thing can be basically washed off, soap and water, go back out the road looking good again.
Yep. And these things, we put the Dynaflex exhaust on it. I know a lot of you guys have been watching the channel, have been asking us about a truck that has the horizontal exhaust on it instead of vertical and how that comes out. So basically what we got here is just the stacks are dummy stacks.
Yes.
But from driving on the road, you'd never notice it. Most people wouldn't, at least, and you can kind of see it doesn't connect there. It's just got the one bracket that holds the exhaust on there. And this way on the truck, I'll walk around the other side real quick and show you. You get your traditional battery box and toolbox setup on these trucks. So that's pretty neat. It keeps the old school look to it.
And it also gives you room to put your regular cab and sleeper panels here and not have to go with the small one.
Yep. And you're obviously going to be putting cab sleeper panels on this thing, and they'll be chrome?
They will be stainless steel with panelite lights in it. It'll be pretty awesome looking truck.
And they'll be doing on the front end here, once he gets home, they'll paint these hubs to match, and they'll put the lifetime lug nut cover chrome oil covers on there. Like you've seen, we've done that on all of our trucks on the channel so far, just about. It's got a set of Hogue-built half fenders. These are the 304 mirror finish from Hogue-built. They're freaking awesome. One thing you guys might notice, and some people might say some things, whenever we mount our fenders here, most of the time we mount them pretty low. But for Bill being way up north, you've got to have some room right here. Kind of explain to me that, because you brought that up and it was really smart.
Okay, so the issue that we've had over the years trying to mount them low is when it gets cold up there and it's snowing, we get a couple inches of ice built up in there. We go in to load these things and we'll put 55,000 pounds on a trailer in less than 10 minutes. And so all of our air settles out. We can't leave our trucks running while we're doing it. So then we end up cracking the fenders and breaking stuff.
Because the air suspension can't react fast enough.
It can't react fast enough to the weight that we're putting on
55,000 pounds in 10 minutes. So that trailer gets loaded with fuel so fast that it is full in 10 minutes.
Or less.
Or less.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd say the truck's kind of going like, what's going on?
Yeah.
I'm getting a little...
Yep. So that's the reason why we make sure that we have plenty of clearance here so that we don't destroy our fenders once we get a couple inches of ice built up in
them. That makes a lot of sense.
So, and then also, if you can see in there that we don't have any deck plate in there yet.
Yep.
That's going to get a full Iowa Custom stainless steel deck plate to match this Iowa Custom shock box. It's a real nice deal. And then Tommy can tell you about what's going on with the fifth wheel here, because I'm sure some of you guys are wondering why that's low.
Yeah, so it kind of looks like the fifth wheel is the same height as the fenders, and a lot of you guys are going to say, well, that's not going to work. Well, of course you're right. It's not.
It's not going to work at all.
So we're doing, we've got some risers coming that are about 2 inches higher. It's going to lift that fifth wheel up. As you can see, I mean, honestly, it's got about a ½ inch of clearance now. If you bring that fifth wheel up a little bit and just kind of go level with it.
You need to be very careful. It wouldn't work.
It's not going to work. It's not going to work, period.
But we got risers, and they'll actually be here in a couple of days.
Yeah, those risers are going to bring it up about 2 inches, give you plenty of clearance.
All right, guys, so here is the battery heaters we were talking about. And they're basically little blankets. If you're familiar with racing, this is very similar to what a tire heater would be. You wrap them around your tire, it keeps your tires warm. Well, these wrap around your batteries, and it keeps your batteries warm. So it gives you no cold start issues.
I don't know. This is the first time we've ever done it. So we're
we'll
hoping.
report back and let you know how they work.
When it's 30 below zero and we got a truck plugged in, that's a lot of kill on a battery. So this should do nothing but help us.
Nice. And these we also did, because obviously you guys, this thing's got all this heated options. I'll show you kind of over here on the fuel side too. You can see there's quite a lot more going on up top side with the heated setup. So with all that being said, we also added the 300 amp alternator to this guy, and make sure to keep the batteries charged up well and everything running like it should. So another thing, guys, too, when you're running way up north, there's some other really important things you need on a truck.
Yeah, well, here's the deal. We pull into some gas stations and it maybe snowed 6 inches and it's 4 o'clock in the morning and the crew hasn't been there to plow yet. And we got to unload fuel and try to move once we've got that thing empty. So we've put full lockers in this thing so a driver can actually lock in all 4 wheels and get out of a situation, making it much easier for him and me so that we don't have to deal with a tow truck issue, salt issue, whatever. And then we run the disc brakes, which helps keep sand out of our drums and stuff because we don't have drums on it. A lot less moving parts, real good deal. 342 rear ends. It's going to set us up real nice for running down the road about 70 miles an hour. We'll still be under 1,500 RPM.
Nice. So guys, that's kind of the quick rundown on this truck. You know, we painted the frame, by the way. We probably didn't mention this if you didn't see the video previous, but we painted all the trucks that we ordered that had a colored frame other than black. We went ahead and painted those with a base clear. It helps it last a whole lot longer there in the north. And you know, as you guys can see, disc brakes back here. So I guess the only real thing left to do, guys, is we should jump in this thing and go run down the road and make sure you like it, right?
Let's go hot rod.
No, we need to talk about the color first. The
Yeah,
color
let's-
is so important.
We didn't even
especially
bring
out-
that up, and the top color.
especially- Yeah, out here in the sun, like, just turn around and get real close to that thing.
So guys, this is, let her focus on it. This is called Legendary Gray on Silver Effect with a Spectramaster green frame. We went ahead and we added this green stripe in here once we got the truck back. But that gray absolutely stands out like crazy. All that is Legendary is pretty neat because it's not the typical flake you'd see in a paint. It's actually a glass bead, which makes it just grab a ton more light and really stand out when the sun hits it.
Yeah, it looks great out here. It's like rock star perfect.
Yep.
It looks amazing. That's probably one of my favorite colors I've seen so far. And what I like about these 10 trucks that Billy's getting is a couple of these have Legendary on them, and then we've got one truck that's going to have a whole lot of Legendary on it. And that's kind that's kind of top secret.
That's a teaser coming.
That's top secret for now.
We've got 2 in the paint booth. You guys saw in the last video we sent 2 up to get painted, and you'll see those again real soon. But you know, this truck all together is really cool. 9 lights up top. The visor is on it already. I can't wait for you guys to get this thing back and we get to see this truck completely finished.
Oh, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah,
But everybody wants to know.
Me and Billy have made plans without you, Brian.
You
Yeah,
made plans
So,
without me?
Yeah, so...
Can you fly? Are you afraid of it or are you okay?
No, I'm not afraid to fly.
Okay. You're going to have to fly.
In a couple
Okay.
of weeks, when they get all these trucks done, we're going to go up and we want to show everybody what all 10 of them look
Bring
like.
your long johns.
Completely.
Yeah. Can we do that in the summer?
No.
It's gonna be really
I
cold.
want to see them while they're still fresh and clean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll get me like a snowsuit or something.
Yeah, we got you covered.
Okay.
All right, well, let's
We'll
get on
get
the
you
road.
some of those Bernie mittens.
The knitted ones.
Oh man. Well, guys, let's jump in this thing and take it down the road.
Go.
All right, let's go. Y'all got the heated seats. Y'all got Dave back there. What's up, dude? Ow. I hit my head. I'm used to getting in the stand up. So guys, one thing that's pretty neat, we painted the back of the visor the legendary gray. Put Rethwisch Transport on this side. It's got Fitzgerald Peterbilt on that side. I don't know if y'all can see that real well because of the... There you go. So that's a pretty neat little touch in here.
Well, that's a relationship that started about 10 years ago when we bought our first glider, and kind of have worked together since then. I don't even bother looking anywhere else. I just automatically call you guys when it's time to get a truck.
We appreciate that. And it's like,
Really do.
I can say that one of the most fun things about what we get to do is, you know, helping get these trucks together. It's just a ton of fun.
It has been a blast.
Yeah.
We've had a good time.
It's been a good week.
Well, let's quit yapping and go down the road.
Seatbelts first, though, you know, because
Safety first.
Because people like those seatbelts.
So again, we're a 565, 1850 torque, 18-speed trans. You got
lockers. We got our PTO switch here. This truck is going to get a pump for pumping off our product when we haul up north.
And so you guys haul like mostly just fuel, right?
Mostly fuel. That's all we haul is fuel.
Okay.
Yes.
And how many trucks are you running total right now, Bill?
When we get home with these, we're going to be at 24.
24 trucks?
Yep.
That's you're pretty busy just trying to keep them all where they're going and loaded, and scheduling is a lot of work, I'm sure.
There's a ton of work in it, and we've got 2 full-time guys in the shop doing customizations as well as just general maintenance, and they have their hands full. We're going to have to put another guy in there.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Shifts so nice and smooth. That air ride front end, I can already feel it just kind of glides down the highway.
It really is a lot smoother than the spring ride. It makes a big difference.
I like every truck I ride in, I would only ever want air ride, to be honest. I like it a lot.
These 342 gears are the bomb. Running down the road, of course we're bobtailing, so we don't need much power. We're going to run down the road here at 55, just over 1100 RPM. Our fuel mileage is going to be excellent. When we put a load on this thing and we're going down the highway, we can run 70 miles an hour and we're still running under 1500 RPM with that 565, 1850 torque. It's going to take you up the hill just fine, and you're going to get some pretty good fuel mileage out of it and really looking cool on it.
That's awesome. And you've already got several of these new trucks you're running. How are they doing fuel mileage wise, maintenance wise? All that's good for you?
So yeah, it's been very good. You know, I'll be honest with you, 10 years ago we had a heck of a time with the new trucks, and until we started buying gliders. Well, everything's kind of come around to where we can actually get some good reliability, and we bought 2 last year, and we have had them in the shop 0 times for emissions related problems.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
What do you think about this setup, Tommy?
Honestly, it's great. Kind of blocking some of the sunlight that's coming off the top of this breather.
Let the light shine on you.
Yeah, but more than anything, I keep looking at the legendary gray on the top of this, and
It just sparkles.
and the way the light blows off of it. It's such a sparkly color.
One other thing, if you guys haven't driven the new trucks with the X15s in them, these Jake brakes are incredible. They'll dang and put you right in the dang windshield if you're not careful with them. You definitely don't want to hit them when you're going down the road and it's icy, because these will lock up the tires.
Really?
Saves a ton on brakes.
noticed all your trucks have 18-speed transmissions.
Yeah,
Is that your personal preference?
that is my personal preference. I like to be able to. I don't use it all the time. I just like the option of it.
Yeah.
And when you do get into some real hilly stuff and you're real heavy, it's kind of nice not to have to go a long ways between gears and have to worry about making sure that you keep your RPMs up.
That's one thing we've kind of been pointing out every single time we've done a truck build or taken one of our stock trucks or something like that. Almost everything we've done was an 18-speed transmission.
Yeah, it just makes total sense.
Sort of. Unless you like a 13.
Unless you like a 13, but for me, I just like the extra.
So what's your thoughts? 13 versus 18. Comfort, like if you're driving one, comfort, just
Okay, perfect example. You got a heavy load on, and I mean just a normal 80,000 pound load. You come up to a stoplight, and it's red, and just as soon as you get there, it starts to turn green, and now you've got this whole bottom box. You can just, if you maybe one gear is a little too low and the other gear is a little too high, now you just split it. Boom, boom, boom. You're gone. You're right up in the high side of the box again, and good enough. The other good thing about them is resale. Anybody can use an 18 speed. A heavy haul guy isn't going to want to use a 13 speed. A logger isn't going to want to use a 13 speed. A milk hauler isn't going to want to use a 13 speed. So now you've got a better resale value with an 18 speed. You really didn't spend that much extra money on it.
That's true. So from the factory, I think there's we calculated somewhere around $800 difference going between a 13 and an 18, and it'll probably bring you that.
Oh, it'll bring you all that when you come back into.
Yeah, it'll bring you that like 3 or 4 fold.
Oh, easy.
Yeah. I mean, it'll increase the resale value of a truck. That being said, conversely, if you feel like an 18 is too much for you and you're considering between a 10 and a 13, definitely go 13. 13s will bring a lot more money than a 10 speed, long term.
Exactly.
So do you see any kind of maintenance differences between the 18 and the 13?
No, we've had both, and we've had no issues with either one of them.
Well, I may have to. I don't have as much on-the-road experience as you do, so I have no way to win this argument. So I'm not even going to try. I'm not going to argue it. I've always been a 13-speed kind of guy. I like a 13-speed. Never really had a use for an 18, but then again, I don't really haul a lot of trailers, nor have I ever hauled anything super heavy. So
yeah.
All right, we're turning around right here at the little store. All right, we're getting ready to pull out of here, Bill. You gonna show us how we can get through 18 gears?
Sure.
All right.
so much smoother than that.
There.
Nice. We're right up to 55 miles an hour.
It's funny. We were considering a competition, but I'm glad we didn't do that. How many years you been driving a truck?
It's with 25 years. Probably close to 4 million miles by now.
Wow.
Long time.
4 million miles.
So let's see. 25 years ago, I was around 8 years old. Something like that.
I probably blew the horn at you when you were going like this.
That's great.
Brian, you were about 25 back then, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, sure. Not that old. I'd say overall, man, I think we've done all right with these trucks.
Oh, more than all right. I am extremely pleased.
It's a little nerve-wracking when you're specking 10 trucks are coming in. You want to make sure you didn't miss anything. I'm not even gonna lie, I was a little bit nervous when we were doing all this, but I guess we got them all here and they're good to go.
They're awesome.
Yeah. The best part about a Peterbilt is the custom specification part of it. So when you're ordering custom trucks, you literally have 5 options for every single data code, and there's about what would you say, 200 data codes make up a truck?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 200 to 250 data codes make up a truck, and for every one of those data codes, you got 5 or 6 different options per data code. So, and that's that's just on average. Some of them you've got 10 different options on a single data code.
Yep.
And on these line sheets, the joke and the theory I've heard is that you can custom build a Peterbilt about 2.5 million different ways.
I think your spec sheet, Bill, it was 18. It's about 18 pages.
It was pretty long.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just another little teaser. One spec sheet was quite a bit different than
Yes.
the other 9.
Yep. You guys are gonna see. We ordered 10 trucks. Those 10 trucks, one's a little bit different, and we're doing a whole lot of cool stuff to this truck. Oh, it's gonna be in our shop for a while.
A long while.
But it's going to be really cool when it's done, though.
It's gonna be legendary.
Very.
It will be a legendary truck for sure. All right, guys, that's it for this video. I had a blast riding around, checking out the truck. This thing turned out awesome.
It did. It was fun to drive.
It's always fun getting around in a brand new Peterbilt and taking it for a test drive and doing absolutely nothing else today.
I like that idea.
We should go get lunch.
No, I gotta go home.
You gotta
I
go
gotta
home.
beat the snowstorm.
Okay, Bill, thanks for hanging out and buying some cool trucks and taking us for a ride in it, showing us how to shift 18 gears down the road.
Yeah.
That was fun.
That was
a good time. Well, you guys know what to do. Like, subscribe, whichever side it's on. We don't really know.
Down there.
We're going to figure it out someday, though. But follow us on Instagram,
at Semi Casual Show.
and we'll see you guys next time.
Later.
Later.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Rethwisch_shop.
Yeah, buddy. Good job.